another Q&A with PB&J.
I'm PB.
And I'm Jay. We are really still doing it that way. Great.
Absolutely. It's called tradition.
That's what that is.
That's right.
Good to know. Alright, well, coming up with some updates in the studio. It is 1,000,000 degrees outside, so we hope you're all being safe. But with that being said, for this next week, since it's going to be 100 degrees plus, for the next 5 days, we are going to be having all of our group classes and parties via Zoom and
online. Yay.
Online, yes. Until further updates for the week, maybe if the weather drops down, then we'll gladly reset them outside and in person. But for the safety and health of everybody involved, we want to make sure we're doing all those lessons online in your home with us having a good time. So
Absolutely.
we'll be doing that. It's definitely starting on Monday for at least this week, and then I'm pretty sure we'll be back to normal the next week. So I don't think it's 100 degrees for. I mean, it's like 111, like 2 days this week. It's insane.
I know.
So,
hello, everybody out there.
Yes, hello.
And then as we're doing this as well, too, just to make sure, we're looking at like almost a blank screen. So if you can give us a thumbs up or anything, just saying, hey, we see you, that would be awesome. Or if you have questions as well, too, you want to throw at us, feel free, and then we'll do everything we can to answer them. Yay.
Okay, so with that being said, I want to thank Vicky Vinka for being in our studios last week.
Vicky, yes. The incredible Miss Venka.
Yes.
That is right. We had her on Wednesday. She came. She actually did Stockton studio on Tuesday, the first time there, and we were able to work with her on Wednesday. So it was great to see her, and all of our students as well too have we're looking forward to seeing her as well too, which is great. So thank you, Vicky.
And for those of you who started homeschooling with their kids, you've made it to the first week. Congratulations. The second round of Jumanji will be starting on Monday.
Yeah, level 2.
Yes, level 2.
We just already went through the heat of hell, and
No, I would
Dante's
say,
Inferno.
I feel like the first 2 days is like walking through the gate. We entered into the gate.
Seriously.
And we are getting ready to go into the abyss that is in front of us, and
Daniel?
we'll see how the rest of that works. But
yeah,
but congratulations, you made it for the first couple days.
Yay! It's fun to say it hit 109. Yay!
Yeah,
we stayed inside.
Yeah,
with 4 girls that are ready to run around with all that energy.
I don't know how we got to where you were.
No, I'm just saying because of how hot it was. I didn't.
Oh yeah, so normally because I think that's the
She went to work today for a little bit, and I didn't. So she got to enjoy her day off.
Yes.
And I was dad, and that was fun. Yay.
Going back to the homeschool thing really quick.
Sorry.
So we have. I don't know how you got where you went. You left me behind.
That's kind of my breathing moment. Thank you.
I'm gonna pet you because you keep redirecting me.
Yeah.
So we have 3 kids. For those of you who don't, we have 4 kids. Sorry, we have 4 kids. But there's 3 kids who we are.
I was like, who's that extra one?
Started homeschooling. Started homeschooling, and the 4th one we'll put back into. We'll start doing preschool as well this week. But
sure.
I have learned the value now, and even those 2 days of having individual stations. So if you have kids in multiple group or grades, or even the same one, screw that, and they're all in the same space. Oh my god! So we're about to shell out a good chunk of money to redesign.
Sure.
I'm gonna go with that, just to make sure they can stop kicking each other.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the fun challenges of distance learning is when you have siblings and they're in the same room. We have to remind them.
And not even only in the same class. Like, you have your own class to pay attention to.
We have to remind them that they are in school.
You're in school.
Stop messing with your sister. I should say, because they're all
so funny.
Oh, okay. So I'm just throwing this out here, and this is a great tip for anyone that's doing distance learning with their kids.
Oh,
If you would like, I know Best Buy, Target, all of them, they have it. But there's look for wireless, or I'm sorry, not wireless, wired.
Wired. You want to plug in the computer.
Headphones with a built-in mic. It will save you a lot of headaches, because the first thing that we noticed that day one, we tried to use normal headphones. Problem was that the microphone, it was off the computer, and they could still pick up. It was a big mess.
Well, that and the fact that if you can't get one of them to do as well, they're super loud and why are you yelling in your class? Or you can calm down. But because they think that they have to have their headphones so loud, so they're yelling, and then I was like, I see you to calm down.
I'm trying to remember the brand. If I could remember the brand, I'll post it. But there was a $19
there's some really good ones out
headphones that are wired, that they're cups, and they have a built-in mic, and they're wired specifically because wireless, they will run out. They have batteries.
So
batteries will die.
we're wishing you
So-
all a wonderful full first week coming
Yeah,
up.
I know.
That was the point of that. But you know,
trying to help you out here. Trust me.
we understand how you feel, parents, and you know. But I think this year has been a lot better than the last one because the teachers have actually teaching in our district.
We're very
and
lucky.
actually, yeah. So it's been a lot better starting off this year than the end of last year. But in all fairness,
Yeah.
people actually got a chance to make it happen this year. You know, it was all kind of thrown upon everybody last year. So
Well, it's
good.
interesting.
It's coming a lot better, I think.
Also, I just found out, which is very interesting, from one of the teachers that teaches. Every school district has a different amount of time that the teacher is responsible for having, like on time.
Oh yes.
On time with your student or with your kid. So just know I would follow up if you'd like and figure out and just ask how much time during the week they actually have instruction. We're lucky enough to where
We're pretty good, yeah.
the teachers are actually sitting in with the kids for a good chunk of the day, which is nice. I hear some other school districts have half that. So, you know, if you're a parent, just be ready
Are we
to...
doing 4 hours? Because it's 8,
Yeah.
9, 10,
Yeah.
11, 12.
So just know
We're doing
that...
4 hours for the teacher. But that's also including like a lunch break and stuff. But I think honestly, we're very happy with how this year started off in comparison because I do feel like we aren't necessarily in charge of doing all the teaching.
No. Oh my
That
gosh.
was a rough.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
like, if fifth grade work is hard, 6th grade we're gonna fail at.
Hey, Bobby.
Like
I can tell
we
you right
can't
now.
fail
Okay.
6th grade.
So, we're just throwing this
we
out
passed
here.
it already.
If you got kids and you're distance learning and you know the game, are you smarter than a 5th grader? I can tell you right now.
Some days.
We played that this past semester because we had our 5th grader and
We were not
let's say
smarter.
we would not have made it to the bonus round. So, but here's a
So
great thing to
true.
do.
They
Here's
don't
a great
even
thing.
offer
You
6th
can
grade.
look. You can say, let's see, Siri, Alexa, Cortana. Type on Google search how to. There's a lot of YouTube tutorials that show you how to multiply mixed numbers.
Was it
Or
to YouTube for helping me with mixed fractions last
things that you haven't done
semester.
for like 20, 30 plus years. And it's like, it's not that we don't know it, it's just that we haven't used it forever.
Maybe over
It's
20
like
years.
you're dancing. It's a learned
Oh,
skill.
yes, and you have to
So,
be practicing it to
that's
keep
right.
it on its toes.
Exactly. To make it worth your investment. You're welcome.
Oh my gosh, punch
Yes.
him in the face.
Online
Okay,
instruction.
so I'm gonna go back to this. That was our little rant on homeschooling. We're super
Sorry.
excited. But no, honestly though, I am
That's
more
our
optimistic.
studio update. No, it's funny because
we are up to
our
date.
students come in and we have teachers and we have students and of course we're very close with our students and stuff, and they'll usually ask, so how's the distance learning going? And it's really hard not for us to go like the reservoir door opens and all the water just shoots out, and we're just like,
I think it's easier for me than it is for you.
Yeah,
but it's
crazy.
we're to say. I was trying to say
It's better. It is better. So good job,
You're not letting
teachers.
me finish a single sentence today.
What?
I kick you out.
So
Someone come over and punch him in the face.
yeah.
Okay,
I know.
so I was my point to this was that I was saying, for those of you in that homeschooling world, congratulations, you guys are doing a great job. Be
That's
proud of
right.
yourselves. Keep it up. We just started. We just walked through the gate, and
Yes.
we're gonna make it through this force until we can put them officially back in school. So
Absolutely.
go team! All parents unite.
And you
we appreciate
earn
your
at
teachers.
least one drink at the end of the night.
One, you take what you gotta take.
Well, I'm just, saying,
But
I'm just trying to be
that's
nice. I don't know.
we are definitely later owl people because of obviously the job that we have, and that 6 a.m. rollout, man, that's rough. We didn't prep ourselves
No.
as good as we should have, and so
Not at all.
we're almost there.
We're not morning people.
We're not morning people.
And one of us got to wake up at 7 in the morning.
We
every
do a
morning,
great job.
so-
We alternate. It helps a lot. So if you have somebody you can alternate with, then I would recommend doing that. Okay.
Yes.
So going back to studio updates, thank you, Vicky, for
Yes.
coming in. So we are
You know,
doing
this
the
all
online.
started because of Vicky.
Well, I know. Well, you aren't helping me at all. You've redirected me like 4 times.
Oh
I
my
want you
God.
to catch. And you're redirecting again, by the way. Okay. Title. Focus. Get you out of the screen. Okay.
Oh my
So,
God.
dang
Vicky.
it. No. Oh, Spotlight's coming up on Sunday. You aren't
Yes.
helping me at all.
Spotlight.
It's starting at 11 a.m. We are
No.
gonna.
Next Sunday, the 23rd.
Yes.
Today is Saturday. So I'm
Oh,
showing up.
yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, don't show up tomorrow.
Yeah.
No.
It'll be a lovely 108 degrees outside too.
Don't show up tomorrow. So August 23rd, the
Yes.
following Sunday, and Bobby was making fun of me because I said something to him earlier. But it's not this Sunday. It's next Sunday.
Next Sunday, and it's much cooler.
It's
much cooler. Yes.
I'm not gonna promise you there's not gonna be a sun, but we are gonna have tents, and we are gonna have ways to keep you guys cool. And we have thank yous for personal fans, which I'm very excited that they came in with Hawaii looking theme
It is
on
a Hawaiian
there.
theme, one outfit whole day.
Well,
So-
if you need a change of outfit because you're
Oh,
sweating,
that's
I
different.
recommend bringing something else. Otherwise, we want our gentlemen to stay in Hawaiian shirts,
Yep.
some linen or khakis, and our ladies in a Hawaiian dress. Or if you want to wear khakis too, whatever,
Bobby,
or
that
a
includes you
jumpsuit.
as
Yeah,
well too.
I talked to Bobby
No
today.
suits.
It will be catered. I keep calling it dinner because whenever our freestyles end, we're gonna
Oh, yeah.
have food, and it's not gonna be late enough for like a normal dinner, but it's gonna be later than lunch. So dinner, it's gonna be served, and
During that, we'll
Tammy
also
should-
be showing the routines
Yes.
as well too. So all the routines are
our
pre-recorded.
pre-recordings. If you
We're only doing freestyles outside, and that's it. And then general dancing and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So,
So
that's
make
right.
sure you get your lessons in this week so we can do all the pre-recordings because we got to get everything done. And make sure you get your freestyles, people. Sign up for your freestyles and your
Yes.
routine list so we can make sure you get everything on the program.
We're also doing something, another first as well too. We're doing virtual spotlight tickets as well too, which means that you can actually do, like we have Bobby and he's going to be helping out with this. We're going to reserve some time where he's going to be watching via Zoom you guys dancing at your homes. We're going to go ahead and cue the music, and we'll have you dance your freestyle, do the best you can there, and he'll still be able to give you feedback on your freestyles. And it's at a different rate than a normal spotlight ticket.
We have a special, so if you are into the virtual package,
Yeah.
Whole Studio will have a virtual, it includes freestyles and your routine in there. So we're still good to see all that, and there'll be designated times throughout Spotlight for Bobby to actually watch you. So he's not doing split focus. So it'll literally just be just for our virtual freestylers, and we'll have it separated by smooth and rhythm
And we'll make sure that you can
Bobby,
also see all the all the routines as well too, which is there. And then also do remember that it is a potluck for all virtual freestyle participants.
Yes, you have to. Yes, it's a potluck. I can't help you right now. Perfect.
true.
So then also we have our solo showcase happening September 19th,
Yes.
so Saturday.
First time we're ever participating in something like this, so
Yeah.
we're excited about it.
We've been doing some really great viewing parties in the
Yeah.
last couple. I mean, we started with Metal Ball, and then we did our anniversary party, and we did our back to school Harry Potter thing. So it's gonna be the same viewing party on that Saturday, the 19th of
Yeah.
September, and we're excited for that as well. And I know showcase will be sometime in October, and we'll keep you guys up to date with that. Other than that, our next coach coming in is Tommy Belmontes, and he'll be here.
I do appreciate you did jazz hands.
I did jazz hands. I love Tommy. He needs like a ooh, Tommy. So he'll be here in October. So he's
Yes.
super awesome.
He's a great friend of the studio, a great friend of ours as well too. We'll make sure he's already booked. I think already for at least half his sessions right now. I can tell you right now.
Are they already?
They're already.
I haven't even
taken care
checked.
of,
I believe him.
I would talk to your instructors about getting him booked because he's quite a busy man lately too. So
He's always been a busy man.
yeah,
I don't think
yeah,
Tommy's ever not been
yeah.
busy.
So,
But okay, so that's our studio updates.
done.
Studio
Sweet. I like it.
We'll
Okay.
let you guys know if our group classes and parties are resuming in person. We'll update it that day and call people because we just won't do it until it drops below 100. Yay,
We too,
Gabrielle.
Gabriella. It's good to hear from you. Yes, we miss you
Okay.
as well. So be
All
safe
right.
down there.
We're moving on to our 3 questions, folks.
Yes, 3 questions. Okay, this is our getting to know us section.
Getting to
So
know you.
we're gonna try keeping everything to a minute, which
Getting
means
to
it'll be
know
about
you.
2-3 minutes. So we'll see how that goes.
That's only Pedro.
That's right.
Nice,
So okay,
I
so
didn't get my timer. Sorry.
go ahead. First question will be yours.
I thought you were the first question. It's you too.
Fine. Okay, so let's see. We're just getting everything queued up.
Yeah. Okay, I got
Cool
it.
deal.
Trying to find my stopwatch. Okay.
I like it. I like it. Okay.
Okay.
So, if
Okay.
What?
Awesome.
what color?
What?
Say, what color
Okay.
would you say describes your personality?
Seriously?
You're welcome. I did it.
Rainbow. Argyle.
Flannel. Flannel pattern.
Flower pat. Flower / stripes. Is that to be a color?
Has to be color. Hey, that's just what it is.
Yeah, no. Rainbow. It's one word.
It's like it's one nacho if they're all touching at the same time, right?
It is. It's
No.
it came together. It's one thing.
Yep.
Okay. Dang it. I'm not a one color person.
I know. That's why
Okay.
You're running out of time.
Okay. I'm gonna go with what's that green color in our studio? It's like a deep.
Magenta.
It is not magenta. It's a deep olive.
Fuchsia.
I'm gonna go with that because deep.
Go ahead.
It's my favorite color.
Sorry.
I gotta know the reason right now. Okay. I'm asking time. Magenta. It's a green. It's a deep green.
It is amazing how much you can frustrate people if you purposely say the wrong color.
You know what? I feel like today we just started.
Like yesterday, I was talking to my staff in a meeting and I said, I really would love to lobby for magenta being a primary color.
That's the dumbest thing I ever.
No, it was amazing because one staff member in particular was like, I can't handle you with that. It just was.
That's our new one. I know who that is.
For those who might know me, I like pushing buttons a little bit.
He's a mess.
Purposely. It's just fun.
Yeah.
I love getting rises out of people. So
Oh my gosh. Magenta should be a primary color. Just not even how that works.
And she said,
so
why?
stupid.
Because it sounds magnificent. That didn't help.
She didn't laugh.
No, but I did, and that was important. So yours is olive. Deep olive.
Deep. I don't think olive is the right color. It's like a deep forest green. I love green.
Okay.
As a color. I'm just gonna
Cool.
stick to that because I like it. That's my answer. All right, go. Ridiculous.
Mine, mocha.
No.
Mocha brown.
No. No. I need no.
Oh, okay. Is there caramel? Is it caramel or caramel? Caramel.
Is it Pedro or Pedro?
Pedro. Pedro. Or Pedro, that's what it is. I'm going with mocha brown. Why? Because it's smooth and delicious.
Oh my god.
And slightly
Can't
creamy.
even do.
Next question. Go ahead.
Oh my god. I wish.
All her life she gets this.
So
every
lucky.
day.
Our anniversary is coming up. We have our.
Oh my gosh.
It's horrible.
What? It's nice.
Oh no. Okay.
I was gonna say black
No, you weren't.
because once you go black.
Okay.
No.
No.
Is it enough?
No, you're done.
Okay.
We're moving on. We're moving on to question
You better ask your
number two.
question. This is gonna keep going.
Okay, I can see that. Oh my god. Focus.
This is
Question
the heat.
number two.
This is the heat.
You weren't even outside today.
It's still warm in here.
Okay, question number two.
Okay, go ahead.
What is your vice, your guilty pleasure? You only have 1 minute.
No, I know. Well, see, the problem is that if it's a vice, it's supposed to something that's like not good for you.
Well, something
that
that, no,
you
I would say
do.
something you would overindulge in.
Okay.
That you know you probably shouldn't have that much, but you do it anyway.
Well, I used to game.
What?
Oh, you know what? Actually, okay, maybe this because now it's time. We'll say fantasy football.
You think that's your vice?
Right now it is. I have 10 leagues that I'm in right now, and I'm looking at doing more.
Here's my question about fantasy football. You don't even know it's going to be a full. I mean, obviously.
Well, right now
football's
I'm
gonna get its
hoping that
money.
it's going. And I've already started trash talking. So for those of you who are familiar with, like, for example, fantasy football.
Love Muffin and his football team.
Okay, so two things. One, I like putting names that, I used to do, like, really tough names and things like that. And then now, what I've noticed, and this is from the Big Kid League, I decided to put a name where if I beat the person, then the person has to tell themselves, I lost to this team, and it feels emasculating. So that's my gist. So like on the Big Kid League, my name used to be like Niner Nation, I believe,
Yeah,
because
it
I'm
was
a big 49er fan, of course.
Oh, it was like Gore 22.
Yeah, I got Gore. Yeah, got Gore 21.
There you go.
Stuff like that. But I changed it this past year to for the last 2 years to Wuff Muffins. So I have a
You got
very
beat by Wuff Muffins.
good team that is named Wuff Muffins. So like right now, my teams, I have what? Let's see, Glitter Sparkles, Binky Boo.
You lost a Binky Boo. That's
Was
horrible.
This is Cuddle Biscuits. I mean, we're talking.
Where are you getting names?
It's really hard to come up with these names
Cuddle
too.
Biscuits?
Yeah. So my last team just throws out here. Cuddle Biscuits. How do I do this? Because I do auction draft. Lamar Jackson, Alvin Kamara, Josh Jacobs. I'm saying Smith Schuster, wide receiver.
We got really this.
And I was able to do George Kittle.
We're moving on. Oh yeah, Kittle.
Let's just say this takes a lot of my time.
We're gonna move. That was a lot more detail than necessary, but that was great.
I'm just excited. Football needs to happen. I need something new. Go Niners.
Okay, so my advice is chocolate chip cookies. That's done. I have time to process mine. This football rant. That was awesome.
I'm just saying, you know, it's like, I think I'm one of many people that want sports to happen.
Well, no,
especially
I'm
football.
not saying. I mean, I want
especially being a Niner fan with everything happening last year. We're coming back.
Let's be very clear. I think sports should definitely happen, but I think there should be a reality to it. I don't know how they're going to do it. Baseball is kind of holding on. I don't know how baseball's holding on at the rate they're doing it. And you can't put people in a dome for football like you put basketball players, and the basketball players are losing it. So I don't know. I mean, I think sports should happen. I just think that I don't know how they're going to pull it off. Is what I believe in them. Everybody's going to get their money, and it's going to be something. People need something to watch. There's nothing on TV that's going to happen for those of you whose vice is TV and really enjoy the entertainment of the show.
Oh my gosh, the fall schedule is nuked.
It's annihilated.
I'm like,
I'm a big fan of coming home and decompressing with a show that makes me laugh. Hopefully not cry as often, but laugh. And that's not going to be a single one on this season, so they're going to need something. Sports is going to be a good option, but for those of us who don't do sports 24/7, it's like,
I've actually watched Korean baseball.
What's wrong with that? What's the difference?
Why?
Wait, don't be rude. What's the difference between Korean baseball and regular baseball?
That's the point. There's no reason for me to watch it. Because let's just say options are limited right now. So that's what that is. So, let's go.
Okay, question number 3, Pedro.
Question number 3. Oh yeah, that's right, mine. Shoot. I know, I just went on the football.
Yes, you did.
Let's see. I just had it in my head and I lost it. So, let's see. Question number 3.
Isn't baseball the same?
Okay. Oh, okay. We're one of 4. We're one of 4 kids in our family each, right? So she has 3 other siblings.
Oh, we both come from families of 6 with 4 kids each.
Yeah, I have 4.
I had reversed that in my head.
What is one thing, what is your role that you think you play within your sibling group?
What is the role I play within my sibling group?
Yeah.
Organizer. I am the wrangler.
I second that.
Yes. And it wasn't like I decided I was going to do it. There was like one year I bought my parents an anniversary gift, and it was really good. And I was like, this is super awesome. I was super excited to show my siblings. I'm like, hey, can we get in on that? And ever since then, it's like, oh, Jamila's going to do it. I was like, so now, but the last couple of years has gotten better. I was like, so it's your turn. I'll say, it's your turn. Go get Dad those shoes, or what are you going to get him? Because I spent 15 years doing it without question, and I was like, why am I still doing this hard?
Yeah.
So organizer, yeah, and I pull everybody together for family photos every 5 or 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Your job next.
Yeah. Okay.
Did it be very long?
Oh no, I think for the long.
You're the instigator.
Well,
you are so the instigator in your family.
You know, I was about to say peacekeeper.
You are not a peacekeeper.
So, okay, here's the deal. Like, you know, when you're a middle sibling, like, I'm the second oldest. I have an older brother and I have 2 younger sisters. So, growing up, I think it would be fair to say that I was peacekeeper. But I think it changed off to, definitely instigator. Okay, fine. Instigator, not like I would, not.
Try again.
No, I think I was more, if anything, more like a joker. You know, it was more like I would do things to poke fun, laugh, most of the time at their expense. Nothing ever too horrible or bad, But funny. I mean, it got to the point where even my brother started playing with this, and then for a while we started giving gifts.
I don't think it's funny.
So we start giving like random, like weird freaking gifts.
No,
just
that's
to
true.
get a laugh.
They give really
And,
interesting
like,
gifts to each other.
one year he gave me a book on exotic chickens for a very colorful exotic chickens book for Christmas.
I'm still trying to figure out what your 40th birthday gift was. He got a bowl, a bag of chips. It was like a standing in the street vest, and it was something else. And I was like, I don't understand.
I'm pretty sure it was what was on the clearance shelf on Walmart.
That makes more sense.
So that makes
I
sense
just
to me.
did not.
So I used to do
was
stuff like that,
I don't
and
get
you know,
it. I never got it.
I don't know. I think that would be something. So more maybe comic relief that would help. You know, but it was more to make myself feel better. Yeah.
Sure, let's go with that.
I made everyone laugh at the end of the day. It wasn't just me. It wasn't just a jerk. You know, it wasn't just like walk away. You know, I'm funny. See, rest my case.
All right, we're going to the story.
All right.
I was like, they're not all laughing when you walk away.
Well, you know.
Okay.
So let's see. So we've had a chance to go over, you know, like trips, things like that, and I think we've talked about 3 of our 4 kids and
Births.
just
Okay, so
the experience of doing that. So we have one left, which is our third, our Etta.
So like he said, we've explained the birth of our first kid, our second kid, our 4th kid. So we're gonna do our 3rd kid. Last but not least,
Yes,
we call her our sunshine.
it's very true.
And she was the worst sleeper ever. And the only reason why I say that is because we were in between trips, so we've had the same.
Well, first she didn't want to come out. She was already late.
Yeah, oh God,
This
she
kid
was
was
late. I was like, because so most people hold their babies, whatever, and they have birth, and usually your pregnancies get shorter or they stay around the same time. My pregnancies kept getting longer.
Yeah.
Each one got longer and longer until the last 2 were literally overdue. And I was like, I was like, what do you mean she won't? And they actually put me on bed rest. So the second one and the third one I was on bed rest.
That was
because
a little hard.
I started contractions around the time I had the first kid, which was the beginning of the 3rd trimester. So they were worried that I might deliver, so they had me on bed rest, which was garbage, worst thing I ever did. Mm-hmm. But then we get near the due date, and she's not coming out. So I was like, all right. So Ava and I, while Brea would go to preschool or wherever, where do we send her? We would take walks around the block. So Ava's a runner now. She can handle any kind of cross country. We used to walk full blocks when she was a toddler, and just so I could help get this baby out of me. I'd bounce on balls. Bernard even bought me that Prego pizza. It didn't work. I think it didn't work because I had to take all this crap off. I was like, I think the whole point that Prego pizza works is the combination of stuff. And I was like, I'm not gonna eat half of that. You're gonna have to. Like,
and I'm Filipino, and I'll eat a lot of stuff, and that
combo was rough. I was like, I can't.
That is too much. I'm like,
I don't. For those of you who don't know,
in the refrigerator.
I don't know if you guys have heard this. I hope this is family appropriate, but they actually tell you after you try out like eating a can of pineapple, bouncing on balls, walking miles, to actually try relations with your other to help get the baby out. I have to say, there was nothing I hated more.
So there's this joke.
I mean, you can't even like. This joke is horrible.
Well, no, it's just okay. So because you mentioned it, I'll tell
mentioned it.
Might as well because it's in my head now. So, so a baby comes out. Of course, it's a joke. So, baby gets delivered, right? So, just came out of mama.
Keep going.
And turns to the doctor, and you know, as they're taking it, says, "Are you my daddy? Are you my daddy?" And he says, "No, I'm your doctor. I just delivered you." Like, oh, okay. So the nurses go clean him up and everything like that, and then she's a male nurse, and then baby says, "Hey, are you my daddy? Are you my daddy?" And male nurse is like, "No, I'm just here. I'm just cleaning you up for your mom and your dad." It's okay. Oh, okay. So next thing you know, they bring the baby to the mama, and mama's holding, no problem. And then the dad comes, and then of course the baby looks at the daddy, says, "You know, are you my daddy? Are you my daddy?" And the daddy leans right in and says, "Yes, I'm your daddy." So the little kid pulls his fist and bangs on his forehead. How does that feel? So
they're not even remotely in the same place, but it's such a horrible joke.
So again, when she mentioned that, it's the first thing I thought of because someone told me a long time. I'm like, oh, Yeah.
They're not the same hole. Okay, so they're not the same hole.
Yeah.
It's not how that
You're
works.
learning life lessons here. You're welcome.
So, regardless, she's not coming out. We're like 2 weeks due, but I've had the same doctor.
Yeah.
For a while, so they actually, a baby was going to go on a trip.
Yeah. So to give you an idea, this Etta was born in between trips. I just went to. Well, I went to. I was in the process of, or I was in with the Maui Dancerama at the time. With one of my students, and I even brought one of my instructors on just in case, because I knew she was getting close.
And I was like, "There's no point. You're not
like,
able to come
if
back."
If I need to go and fly back on a moment's notice, I need to fly
you
back.
You had a couple students on that trip.
I did.
Yeah, it was like 3 of them.
So of course it was already, I have to go. Obviously, they spent money, we practiced, and everything. Going okay, fine. And before we went, that's what the doctor was like, okay, well, the baby's just not coming out. So I'm like, okay, and this is at 40 weeks. We're already past 40 weeks.
Yeah.
And baby's not coming out, so it's a weekend, a week trip. So we went, and the following week, we were going to do the studio trip, and at this time we were going to go down to Mexico. And we already had a group of 20 people going.
That was Cabo.
Yeah, and Jamila couldn't go, obviously. So, and then I have to go, because I'm, the only manager at that time. So that was when I came back from the Maui trip, and it was on Monday. And then, it was on actually on Monday. But we went to the doctor soon after when I came home.
Well, when you get overdue, they check you every week. They just when you're that far past, because they want to make sure everything's okay. Because I'm not that big of a person, so I was only getting such a big baby. It wasn't an overeater.
It was actually not coming out. I was
like,
dang.
So we're like, look, he's gonna go on the trip. We are super past due. Can you set me free?
And that's when we found out. They said, well, for us to really...
No. So we found that out before you went to Hawaii, because we asked if we can get induced before you went to Hawaii, because you're already past 40 weeks. And they said, no, you have to wait a month. It's a new law that changed.
You have to wait until 42 weeks of that date. So you have to wait 2 weeks after, because there's like a
window, whatever.
A window.
So
they might underestimate. So
yeah.
we're like, what?
Yeah. So when he came back from Hawaii, and we hadn't had her yet, I was like, look, it's going to go away again next week. Can we do this? Can we try it? So they gave mercy, and they did it 7 days before he, like, right before he left, but 7 days before that deadline date to set, but also because it was going to be a full moon. When he left, they checked everything. The doctor checked everything, because she'd been with us for a little bit, and I was like, this is a lot of work. But whatever helps tell you yes to get this baby out of me. So we go over, and they get ready to induce me. So last time we was induced with Ava, they gave me the epidural first, because they said they didn't want to be sure that it wouldn't go too fast before the baby came out. So I was like, cool. So when we get Etta, I was like, they're starting to induce me. I was like, wait, there's no epidural yet. They're like, no, we don't induce you here until.
This is at a different.
It was a different hospital. We don't induce you. We don't give you the epidural until after the inducement works. Because not everybody does. When you get induced, not everybody actually goes into labor. So they don't want to stab people for no reason. It's like, I was like, I promise you, inducing works for me. It's already happened. It's going to go fast. So they didn't believe that. They didn't care. That's the policy. They stuck to it, and I understand. But at the same time, I was dying. As soon as they induced me, it was like, boom. I got it for Ava, shotgun. My body was like, oh, we're having a baby. All right, let's do it. And it just shoots up, and I go from 0 centimeters to 5, and then it goes to 6. But the inducement keeps my contractions. There's like a top lines when you go to the hospital. You have the monitors, and here, and the contractions were living like they were going like that and hitting the top line, and they never actually came down. And I was like, is there a way to turn the machine off or turn it down? Because I am dying, and I'm like breathing and freaking out because my body didn't stop contractions for a good 5 to 6 minutes straight minimum, just going at high capacity, and then it would finally calm down for a second, and then the next one would kick right back in for another 5 to 6 minutes, and I am shaking. I'm in so much pain, and they said where is the guy who gives the epidural? And they're like, well, it's a line, it's this tube ahead of you. I was like, I won't make it. I need the drug. And as much as I wanted the drugs before I felt that level of pain, I really wanted the drugs then. You know what I mean? It was the most pain. And the thing about childbirth is, you're in a lot of pain, but once the baby comes out, your brain, it's like a trauma. It automatically forgets. I think until you'll have another kid.
Yeah. Oh no, it's
But
biology.
yeah,
That's
it
right.
is. It's like, whew, man. I remember the idea of how my body felt without the intensity of the actual pain and motion part. But
Yeah.
I remember shaking and like the whole body was just vibrating, just because the contraction was just so intense. When they finally got to take the machine off,
So
I was.
that's a no to natural childbirth for her.
I was like, that's the only fun I ever had across the board every single time was no.
It was
Always give me the drugs.
It was the only time that she ever asked me, and I actually did walk down the hall to find the anesthesiologist to bring him into the room.
I was like, go get the
And
guy with the drugs right now.
And I have to
Do
admit,
not come back here without the guy with the drugs.
she has an incredibly high threshold of pain.
Woo! It was rough.
And yeah, so I always remember that. So I was like, man, you are the strongest woman I have ever met to go through that stuff, because just to muscle through it and wait. And finally, we were able. When I went down the hallway,
He lucked out. He found him.
And he was actually on the way walking to the room. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. You know,
But honestly, if he had
hurting.
been 3 minutes later, I would have missed the window for the epidural.
Yeah.
I would have had to do the rest of the way. And there's 2 bursts in a pregnancy, people, to do without drugs. Oh God. So, yeah, that was not cool. But Etta was the only baby to come out smiling, and she was much better at night than Ava was.
Oh my God.
I was like, this baby sleeps.
Okay.
She's not starving. But then I also I made the nurse give me milk before, or be ready to like hand it to me. I didn't want to have to fight somebody in the middle of the night. So it was a different hospital too, so it was a lot easier.
Yeah.
On that one, but
it's very interesting. Out of all the kids, we call her
Sunshine.
Sunshine, and it's, I think, the perfect name for her, mainly because she is like, she's like just a positive light of energy wherever, like all the time. She walks in, she'll laugh, she'll smile. She's a pretty social kid. In fact,
she's a very social kid.
We just had a sleep study. She had a sleep study done for her. And
yeah, baby has sleep apnea.
Yeah, but she said, or at least I was informed, that when she woke up
at 4 o'clock in the morning, when they release you,
apparently the nurse made a comment saying how Etta was the only kid that woke up and smiled.
She's like, you're the first kid I ever seen who wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning smiling. I was like, that's our Sunshine.
And I'm like, yeah. And
she's
that's
also
her.
the first kid, like baby, to give out smiles freely. I feel like our kids, all babies smiled. All of our babies smiled.
Look, it's like,
but you had to earn it. You know what I mean? You had to have that paper toy. You got to be feeding them.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, smile. And I was like, oh, this baby loves us. But it was the roughest childbirth that put out the happiest baby. So
yeah,
it was good to have her.
I don't know, but yeah. So that is our story this time. So this time we've covered all of our kids. So we're not talking about that anymore.
Yep,
so it's been a few episodes. And a few other trips and things like that, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, and I think right now, which is at about 8:30 our time, a little bit past 8:30 our time, I think it's finally at 100 degrees outside. Yay! You know,
I do appreciate that about Sacramento. At least it cools down a little bit.
It's dry heat, so, but
yes, and thank God for the dry. Well, it's a little bit humid.
Once it goes past like 105, it's just hot.
It's just hot.
You know, and I think it's just like, obviously you don't have to put like oven mitts on your, well, actually you kind of do once it hits about 110 and on. Then it's like, yeah, you see like in Arizona and down there,
yeah,
you got like 115, 120 degree weather.
But they won't even cool off at night. Like, I don't know how they do it in Arizona. I'm like, hearts go out to you, because we get 115, but we can still cool down like to at least like 80 degrees or 90 or something. We get to cool down.
Yeah. They
stay at 115 night with the sun or without the sun. It's that same temperature the whole way through. It's magical. I don't know how they do it. But, you know, everybody's got to live in their own climates for a reason. Everyone's happy where they got to be, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, good for you. Yeah. But these 100-degree weeks are awesome. We're super excited
for it. So,
as
a reminder on that then, so for all of Carmichael's group classes, if it is, as it stands right now for this coming week, we are going to be doing them virtually. Okay? Virtually. As much as we love doing them outside.
If the heat breaks sooner, we will definitely reinstate the group classes immediately in person.
You can call us and you know, and then let us know. We'll give you the passwords.
We'll also call out. Oh yeah. Call for the passwords. So, we can do that. We're gonna be sending out a MailChimp tomorrow, and then call with the Zoom codes, and then you guys can call for the passwords for the studio.
Yeah.
Because it's a different password every week, to make sure you guys can get in and enjoy the group classes and parties with us.
Mhm.
Private lessons will still be happening inside the studio with our limited people per session.
We're still doing everything else in studio as is. We're still limiting the amount of people that are in the studio. We're keeping that place sanitized and clean. We're washing our hands, checking temperatures.
But get your Spotlight tickets today.
Lysoling everything. Yes.
Get your guest tickets today for Spotlight. And sign up for the Solo Showcase. We're excited for that. We have to start filling that into the actual thing.
It is themed all around the world.
All around the world!
So we're going to actually have judges around the world that are going to have a chance to look at your dance projects and give feedback as well.
And tell you how awesome you are.
Yeah, around the world. That's pretty cool.
I like the theme.
Yeah.
It's a fun theme. So, what are we missing?
I don't know, but as soon as we're done, I'm going to go get my number one favorite ice cream, baseball nut. You're welcome.
I thought custard would have been your vice.
You know, okay, so if you're talking vices and I'm talking about food, custard, yeah. Custard and baseball nut, those two. Anything custard. Okay, anything custard, but boba. No.
It's not even that boba is bad.
No.
It's the surprise that pops you in your back of your throat with that. You know what's coming, but it's you're never ready. Like,
no. You can, like, if you have the boba by itself with the chocolate and the custard, not a problem. But when you put it in a drink, then it's like little slugs.
And it's so funny.
I'm okay. I'm not going to drink slugs. I'm sorry.
That's not like slugs. It's not like slugs. It just punches you in the back of the throat with the straw. Because the first time I had boba, it wasn't a thing that everybody knew about. I had a lot of Taiwanese friends and Mandarin-speaking friends, and they already had boba in their, communities. And so I would go and eat with them, and I never got to order the food because I didn't speak Mandarin. I still don't. Anyway, but they surprised me with boba before I didn't even know what boba was, and I was never ready, and I'm still not ready.
Yes, magenta.
Magenta, you're stupid.
I will lobby for that.
But it's not a color. I mean, it's a color, but it's not a prime color.
Yeah?
It's not a prime color.
It is.
We want to thank you for joining us for the Q&A with PB&J. Any art major person like myself is going to be really mad at you. Because that's
okay. So here's my question for
you.
We
want to thank you for coming out.
Colors.
You were awesome.
Why can't you settle on the same color of teal?
That is. First
Think
of all,
about that.
That's not an art person's problem. That is a product.
That's a color person's problem. Coloring on the figuring that out. You should have like 50% this, 50% that. You put it together. Boom.
No,
that's
it's
the color.
Companies. It's the company. Each company makes their own teal.
You think I'm joking? Get a teal shirt and a teal and
First
teal
of all,
pants.
Anybody
never match.
Who went to a high school where main color is teal understands the pain.
Sheldon High School.
Yes.
Sheldon Huskies. You guys have teal.
We had teal.
Your teals don't match.
Well, it's not their fault. The people who make the baseball jerseys don't make the football jerseys, and each of those people have their own colored teal. That's the problem with it. No one's creating the same color teal.
If you were wondering, teal is not a primary color.
Teal is.
You're welcome.
Oh my God. We want to thank you for coming out. We're on Q&A with PB&J. We're going to ignore us today. We are apparently on top of our 100 weather feelings.
You're welcome.
And hearts out to all the parents for homeschooling. You guys got this.
Yes, we're with you.
Rock your next week. You guys could do anything.
Go Niners.
Have a great day.
Kittle got his payday. He earned it.
Bye, guys.